Good evening, viewer. You're most welcome to the NILECAST on Westnile television, where we give you the daily news bulletins of the day, every day from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. My name is Ukumaringa Christine. Before we dive into any of the stories, let's first have a look at the news making headlines. In the headlines tonight, Minister Quiltrin joins NEBBI Cathedral parishioners in celebrating 60th anniversary. Primary school pupils first debating tournament in MOYO district. And Paramount Chief of Mahdi, His Highness Johnny Stephen, a free man. This and more in the NILECAST News Bulletin. It's Monday, the 26th of June, 2023, and you're most welcome to the NILECAST on Westnile television. Now let us dive into some of the stories of the evening. The State Minister for Northern Uganda, Honorable Quiltrin Grace Freedom, has warned the school administrators in Northern Uganda to desist from sending away learners over petty payments of school. The minister made this warning yesterday during the 60th anniversary celebration of the NEBBI Catholic Parish in NEBBI Catholic Diocese. Minister Quiltrin represented the Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda as the chief guest. Dennis Seringi reports more.
Yesterday, Immaculate Heart of Mary, NEBBI Cathedral Parish, the headquarters of NEBBI Catholic Diocese, celebrated 60 years anniversary under the theme Do What He Tells You, taken from the book of John, chapter 2, verse 1 to 5. NEBBI Cathedral Parish, that was under the jurisdiction of Untitled Catholic Parish, became autonomous in 1963. The celebrations attracted many Catholic believers from across the diocese and beyond. The celebrations were also used for raising funds towards the completion of the NEBBI Cathedral Multipurpose Hall. In his homily during the Holy Mass, the Bishop Ordinary of NEBBI Catholic Diocese, Right Reverend Raphael Pomonywakoraj, acknowledged the contributions of the first parish priest who founded the parish.
It is the first parish in this diocese founded by a diocesan priests. All the other parishes we have were founded missionaries, but NEBBI was founded by Father Emilio Negua, and this was the first diocesan priest that founded a parish of NEBBI.
The bishop also underscored the contributions made by the parish priests who served in the cathedral parish.
We thank the priests that passed through this parish as administrators, as pastors over the years. Each one of them has left a footmark, has pushed the parish to a certain level, both in quality and quantity, and we still enjoy the fruits of their work.
It was then a moment of joy after the Mass as Christians, together with the invited guests led by the State Minister for Northern Uganda, accompanied by the area members of Parliament, displayed their dancing strokes as they moved to support the fundraising drive to complete the multi-million multi-purpose parish hall. The State Minister for Northern Uganda, who represented the Prime Minister of Uganda, Right Honorable Robin Nabanja, as the chief guest, announced 20 million Ugandan shillings supported from the Prime Minister.
Agenu danu maujolo lembe pa Prime Minister ujolo maber lembe ne winjire bange ma be jolu sende ma message maku bini bagania kuda kur lembe isimu sende tie office million pirario wakapati wakandu kumuzira.
Ashim Suleiman, NEBBI Municipal Member of Parliament, who has been part and parcel in any fundraising drives organized by NEBBI Catholic Diocese, even when he was not yet a Member of Parliament, says he has a very strong attachment with the Catholic faith, much as he is a Muslim.
Some of us, like I said, when I made a brief speech there, we used to come there and pray in that church when I was a primary pupil in NEBBI Primary School. So we used to come there every morning before we go to class. We will come there and pray. And you know, for me, I'm a Muslim, but I will come there just to go and see Dr. Maria holding his son Jesus. So they will bring us irrespective of our religion.
The State Minister for Northern Uganda, Kuyoshin Grace Freedom, who contributed over 2 million at her capacity, used the occasion to caution the schools not to send away learners because of petty payments and calls upon parents to always play their role in educating their children.
The President has always moved around and has wondered why is enrollment of children in schools, especially primary schools, low. But this has also been coupled with the statistics from UBOS, which states that out of all the children in P7, only 12% go to secondary school. That means 88% disappear. They just drop out of school. No head teacher must send children out of school because of prep fees and because of report card money. We parents, we need to support our children with uniform, with books, and with food. Actually, out of these three, food is the most important. You can see the example of adults in workshops. By 10, they are already complaining of hunger. But you have sent your child to school without food, and the child is going to be there from 8 to 4 p.m. How does your child concentrate in class?
According to the census conducted by Immaculate Heart of Mary, NEBBI Cathedral Parish in 2022-2023, it is found out that the parish has a total of over 11,000 Catholics. Dennis Oringi, Westnile TV, NILECAST.
More in our stories for the evening. Authorities in MARACHA district have blamed the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industries and Fisheries for the loss of lives from the flash floods in Ai Stream under the Awiziro sub-county over failure to complete the bridge construction project in the area. In March 2022, MARACHA district local government benefited from 1 billion shillings bridge construction project from the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industries and Fisheries under the Agriculture Cluster Program in order to link farmers to the nearby markets and find benefits for their produce. But to date, the construction of the bridge stalled 2 months from the onset, affecting people's access to social services. Frederick Dramadri reports.
The residents in Awiziro County have declared the delayed completion of a bridge still under construction by Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industries and Fisheries in MARACHA district. From the onset of the rains this year, 1 person has been reported dead and 5 others pulled alive after falling into the flood's water in the valley, raising eyebrows among the members of the community, as no alternative temporary bridge has been provided by the contractor. The bridge construction project launched in March 2022 under the Agricultural Cluster Development Program to aid farmers' linkages with agricultural produce to the nearby markets of Odamachaku, Lia, Arua City and Nyadri, was abandoned shortly in 2 months after the commencement of the construction works. Jovik Asizu, the area councillor representing persons with disabilities to Awiziro County in MARACHA district, reveals that access to farmland by communities is hard, besides other social services being blocked, especially during rain season.
We have rescued almost 5 of them. They fall in water and then we rescued them, but 1 died completely. Now crossing the river is now very hard for us. We have children from this side who are studying on the other side and they are not able to cross the river. And those who are digging across are not able to manage. then the disabled are totally cut off. So we have problems.
But Stephen Obitre, MARACHA District Chairman, says failure to complete the project has affected the livelihood of the people in the district and urged ministry officials to devise alternative means for the people to access services.
For us, 1 billion to fix a bridge connecting Lokura to Olovanjupi, the other side across. 1 billion. The project started around March. It started well, but as we speak now, it is also abandoned. This is a central government project that is controlled by the center. The contractor was selected by the center. The site was abandoned just after 2 months from the time it started. The unfortunate thing is school is the other side. There is a very huge population across. It has been difficult for school-going pupils to cross there because when the bridge started, their temporary bridge was broken. It is terrible. The people there used to use the temporary bridge to access market in Arua city because that is the biggest market. They used to go there. But because of absence of this bridge, they now take longer routes.
Meanwhile, Paul Walakra, MARACHA District Chief Administrative Officer, attributes the stalling of the project to the failure by the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industries and Fisheries to pay the contractor. He says they are putting more efforts to ensure that the payment is fast-tracked in order to rescue the communities to access services.
Even tried to sue the Ministry of Agriculture, but the problem is paying next to We are in touch with the Ministry of Agriculture. They had promised us to clear him before the end of the year. So we don't know.
The contractor, not yet identified by press time, is said to have been sourced by Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industries and Fisheries and was awarded 6 months for the construction of the 1 billion bridge, and this was expected to end by August 2022, but to date, construction works have remained at the bed of the bridge. Frederick Tamadri, Westnile TV, NILECAST.
And more in our stories for the evening. 9 primary schools in MOYO district have participated in the first ever inaugural debating tournament organized by Noble Debate and Speech Forum under the theme Academic Performance Improvement in MOYO district, a call for responsibility to every concerned stakeholder at MOYO Town Council Primary School. Okumu Dominic reports.
Pupils in MOYO district have participated in a debating tournament for the first time. The inaugural tournament organized by Noble Debate and Speech Forum under the theme Academic Performance Improvement in MOYO district, a call for responsibility to every concerned stakeholder, attracted 9 primary schools within the district, namely MOYO Town Council Primary School, Mada Primary School, Gopi Primary School, Erepi Primary School, MOYO Boys Primary School, MOYO Girls Primary School, Nur Islamic Primary School, Homing Dove International Primary School and Amua Primary School, and each school had 2 debating groups.
Everybody, I think, saw it. Nobody can dispute the judgment, because I, for one, as a guest of honor, also witnessed the final debate. So at this juncture, on behalf of multi-local government and also on my own behalf, allow me to present the trophy to the winning team of the debating club. That is Homing Dove International Grammar School.
At the beginning of this debate, I was not feeling confidence and I don't have any fluency. But when we were probably exposed to this debate, I was confident. I thought for myself that, Josephine, you have the feeling to win this debate. So today, you must win this debate and take the trophy home. So that is how I came up with this debate. I was feeling confident, so that is how we made it up. Now, right now, even though I'm taking to the parliament, I will not fear anybody.
Mr. Asobasi Leonard, the co-founder and president of NOBO Debate and Speech Forum, said the forum believes in the importance of bringing the young people together so that they learn from one another, and this makes the future to be bright. If all the stakeholders play their roles well, the debating tournament will become an annual event in the district.
So we believe it is very necessary for us to bring the young people together, and these young people should learn from each other. Today I have seen teams sharpening one another. The other brings an argument, the other attacks. This will make our future to be clear. We believe if the shareholders in this particular activity play their role well, for us as NOBO Debate and Speech Forum, we are committed to see into it that this becomes part and parcel of us and it becomes an annual event.
The schools are urged to bring back the debating culture and establish vibrant debating clubs, which will help in promoting the spoken language and improve academic performance. Mr. Adrawa Godfrey Free, the chairperson Primary Head Teachers Association in Moyo District, said he knows one of the recommendations on literacy and numeracy is to improve debating in primary schools so that the level of literacy and numeracy is improved to achieve performance.
In the NEBBI report of 2018, one of the recommendations on literacy and numeracy was to improve debating in our primary schools so that the level of literacy and numeracy is improved to achieve performance. Of course, they have given 4 key areas. One area is testing the competencies of our learners. One area there is the lowly proficiency, followed by moderately proficiency, followed by proficient, and finally highly proficient. So all these 4 categories, if you add them together and we put it into our learners, then academic performance will improve.
Honorable Anyanzo Terry, the Secretary for Health, Moyo District Local Government, who represented the Local Council 5 Moyo District, appealed to the members of the debating forum to castigate down the debating competitions to the farthest sub-counties in the district, but not only focus on the urban schools.
So my appeal to you members of the forum is to cascade down this debating competition to the farthest sub-counties in the district. Because I can see the schools around here, the participating schools here are the very urban and the nearby sub-counties. So you also make the schools like Lefori, Tufele, Laropi, Pari, and so forth to also benefit from this kind of debate. This is my appeal to you.
The debate competition started with the 3 preliminary rounds and then advanced to the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then the finals, with different motions being debated in all the different stages. Homing Dove International Primary School emerged the champion after making it to the finals against Nur Islamic Primary School. Meanwhile, the runners-up were only awarded medals that were provided by NOBO Debate and Speech Forum, an organization that was formed in 2022 by students from different higher learning institutions who come from Moyo District with the aim of using debate to improve performance of learners in schools. I am Dominic Antonio Kumu for Westnile TV News.
And more in our stories for the evening. Care International in Uganda, together with the district representatives of Yumbe, Moyo, Obongi, Zombo and Ajimani, launched a Women Voice and Leadership Project 2023-2027 worth 2.7 billion Canadian dollars in Arua district. The 5-year project is intended to improve on the performance of women's rights organizations to deliver effective sexual reproductive health and economic rights programs among the women and girls in refugee settlements and host communities in the Westnile region. Let's have more on that story. Care International in Uganda, together with the district representatives from Yumbe, Moyo, Obongi, Zombo and Adjumani, launched a Women Voice and Leadership Project 2023-2027, a 5-year project intended to improve on the performance of women rights organizations to deliver effective sexual reproductive health and economic rights programs among women and girls in refugee settlements and host communities in the West Nile region.
This project is 5 years. 2023 to 2027, and it's funded by Pathy Family Foundation and Marcel Jean Cout Foundation through Care Canada. And through Care Canada, they are working with Uganda so that we deliver on this project. The project goal is basically looking at ways of improving the performance of women rights organizations and women-led or youth-led organizations to deliver on sexual and reproductive health and economic rights in the refugee settlements as well as the host communities.
Then I will request you to go back and streamline the activities of sexual and reproductive health and the PWDs so that they can also benefit from this project. Maybe with the course of time, this project is also kind of gazetting the different districts that we have.
The district can make it succeed or fail. Now, the ideal situation should have been you make this kind of meeting, you make the leadership of a particular district or the regions aware of what you intend to do, and then from there, you go ahead and take on other processes. 10 local partners. Now the 10, and when we're talking about the 10, we also have districts who are hosting the refugees. That's another angle. I want us to be really very frank about this. 2, then we are talking about NGOs or local partners who are working in more than 3 districts, and you've talked of 4. Now, in my own understanding, that status is already moving away from a local CPO. That will be very much in support of what we are talking about. And therefore, it's my humble appeal. I think we need to take some of these recommendations seriously because it can help us to try and take on this work and move on well. Or there is already failure in, first of all, sharing at initial stage, and of which I would strongly appeal that you need to move backward to try and correct or redo what is already coming out here.
I want to call upon the executive directors of all these organizations, make sure that this opportunity that you are given can be put into proper use, so that the world will know that when women given opportunities, they can make it. I want to request all of us, let us coordinate, let us cooperate. One of the biggest problems that we find in West Nile and Northern Uganda is our people are not united. Let us put our hands together, that as this program comes, we all cooperate to see that we move our people to a certain level.
I never want to believe that empowering women brings competition and destroys the home. I believe it builds the home and it builds the family. Sex or reproductive health. Who is that person who can do it better than a woman? The one who is going to be with this child, see the child grow, The target is not about the woman, the target is about the home. The way we call home and the woman in the local language, you know, Oku and Abu, I don't know in other languages, in Luba. We're focusing on the home, about the home. So please let us look at this positively, and they clarified that the target is not just women, but they want to make the women to be in the lead, to come out, to talk and not to hide so many things. Sexual reproductive health rights, we know that in this country, and unfortunately it was some of the civil societies that were named negatively in the area of homosexuality. I want to be open here. With non-care, when we saw the objectives of the project and what, we are not worried about anything. We are actually saying that this project will help us promote the good of our culture, of our beliefs in sexual reproductive issues. And this way, we will open the minds. We don't want the sickness of homosexuality. We have the anti-homosexuality bill. And for us, we are going to promote the good that we believe in, the good that our culture believes in. Probably when we select the CPOs, that this team comes and we get to know them, and we understand them, and we get to understand the nitty-gritties of the activities that they are going to do, and then we shall know that we can keep consulting and knocking at their doors and work together. And that way, our colleagues, the voices from the CPOs that were not cooperating, will not be pronounced.
A Women Voice and Leadership project funded by Pathy Family Foundation and Maciel Ejin Kut through Care Uganda is estimated to the tune of 2.7 million Canadian dollars. Okumaringa Christine for Westnile Television, NILECAST. And more in our stories for the evening. The Paramount Chief of Madi, His Royal Highness Johnny Stephen Kangoro, is now a free man following the dismissal of the case on the 23rd of June 2023 by the Chief Magistrate, His Worship Innocent Omara, at the Chief Magistrate Court in Ajumani District. Alan Onzima reports.
The Paramount Chief of the Madi, His Royal Highness Johnny Stephen Kangoro, is now a free man finally. The Chief Magistrate, His Worship Innocent Omara, on 23rd June 2023 dismissed the case at the Magistrate Court. The Paramount Chief was on April 19, 2023 remanded by the Grade 1 Magistrate of Ajumani, His Worship Judy Kamuganga. On 5th May 2023, the Chief Magistrate MOYO Magistrate Area, His Worship Ronald Kaizi, has granted the Paramount Chief bail. This is what the Paramount Chief said after the dismissal of his case.
These are the people that concocted these charges on me. You know what I'm saying? So all I say to the Madi people, be strong, be long-suffering, be patient, and we shall get there in the right way. We can get there in the wrong way, but it's important that we get there in the right way, because that one is sustainable and it's for the benefit of all.
Miss Rebecca, a wife in the Palenyua clan, however, was happy to see the Paramount Chief walk free.
Malakosi opini utiti ugu kukusa iya iko mansora anyela ke America ngwere tatseriao kudu tenzo duringbe yale asesi yako kole ile ngere nya bisi iri ofuteriti angwa ebisi
sela sire e bangbingbi cultural leaders ma ianye ruru barusi tare ban lo fugari bo ebera okay muka kala aloga okay and take way forward see how they are there very good.
Reporting for Westnile TV, Onjima Alan, Ajumani, NILECAST.
And more in our stories for the evening. Legislators under their umbrella body, Parliamentary Forum for Food Security, Population Development, have raised concerns over the rising prevalence of teenage pregnancies in Amuru district. The legislators last week visited the district on a sensitization drive following reports from the area leaders of the growing vice in their communities. Stephen Okello reports more.
Clark North legislator Anthony Akol says the increasing number of teenage pregnancy in the Acholi sub-region is worrying the local leaders and stakeholders in the region.
To make it worse,
in our research, more of these people who are impregnating the girl child, they are people who are married. They have 1 wife, 2 wives, 3 wives, but they're impregnating the young girls.
Locals blame this on bad cultural practices, poor interpretation of children's rights and responsibility, corruptions among law enforcement officers, while prosecuting the culprits, among others.
This law of early marriage, it is actually enacted from the parliament very nicely, but the implementation here on the ground is never.
At daytime, when parents are there doing the burial, the children are there in their respective places. But at night, all the children gathered there to make the dances. When it is at night, I myself, as a big person like this, go to a young girl, giving her some small money, so enlure her to dance with me, and also by that one, they will, if you are dancing, feeling comes in.
Michael Lacogne, the chairman of Moro District, urges students to always respect their parents, remain resilient, and finish their study.
Some of the girls will become also a village woman if they don't listen to you, if they don't listen to us. So our coming is to encourage you, not to witch hunt you. Our coming is to allow you to work hard and say it is possible.
During their visit to Amuro district, Musa Wamala, the coordinator for Uganda parliamentarians on food security and population development, tasked students to put education first.
Life is a choice. Isn't it what he has said? When you want to become a border rider, pack your bags and go. When you want to become an engineer, keep in school. When you want to become a young mother, just become pregnant now. But when you want to become a serious and educated mother, wait until you become a graduate.
While addressing parents at Opara sub-county in Amuro district, Kakembo Michael, the MP and Tebe municipality, says parents should always put the education of their children first.
I am the living testimony. I got into an accident. I called it an accident because we were young. I was in a senior 4 and I impregnated somebody's daughter. Somebody's daughter, just like any other parent. He thought for him it was wise to send that younger girl to me to get married. As young as I was, I want to thank my parents before you. I want to thank my parents before you. Because my mother knew that we were both young. Got me. He comforted me. She knew it was an accident. She brought the daughter, my girlfriend then, to our family, and my mother took both of us back.
Following this report, Amuro district local government is embarking on forming clubs to maintain young girls in school. Stephen Okello for Westnile Television, NILECAST.
And to end our NILECAST for the evening in sports, several learners from the different schools within Arua City turned up in large numbers to offer support to their athletes at Barifa Stadium in Arua City today. The two-day event attracts learners, well-wishers and other stakeholders who come to offer support to the participants from over 30 schools in Arua City that showed up to participate in different disciplines such as javelin, running, discus, shot put, high jump, among others. Let's have more on that story.
Day one is coming to an end successfully, we believe. We start the major challenge we had was the preparation of the field. The preparation of the field was the major challenge. We have not for long been using this field for athletics. It has been a stadium for football. Now when we decided to come here for athletics, it has been a very big challenge. The running tracks were all not there. We have to come in and start preparing. And that's why out of 8 lanes, we are using 6 lanes. The 2 lanes still have problem with the iron bars which were used for perimeter fence. They needed to be removed, but within this short period of time, we could not remove them in time.
We came here as a group of Red Cross team
we came to rescue lives, to help those who have gotten into accidents, who are shocked, who have fainted around the pitch. We came here to ensure that their lives are safe with us. What I expect at the end of the day is to help each and everyone who has an accident, at least to help life, and that's what we have all come here to do. For us, we are here to save lives. That's our team. That's the team of our program for
races will be champion.
School, I participate in short put, like field events, short put, javelin, high jump, and we are doing all good. We are also doing good like that. So,
Mvara, as far as this athletics is concerned, competition is concerned, according to the pedigree, Mvara had been doing very, very well. And it had been sending a great number of athletes to represent the rural district former in the tournament, in the national tournament. But now, since it is now a rural city, this is the second time we are supposed to participate, but last year it was aborted. But this year, we hope we shall also send a great number of the athletes to represent a rural city. Yeah. We are prepared. We have been training the athletes. At first, we started with selecting the team for the interclass. Each class selected the team. We organized a tournament for each class to select the class team, and then after that, we went for the interclass. And we have come up with now the school team to represent the school in the city.
And with that story, viewer, we've come to the end of the NILECAST on Westnile Television. Thank you for being with us from the beginning of the NILECAST to the end of the NILECAST, only on Westnile Television. Please stay tuned to the rest of the subsequent programs that may follow. My name is Okumringa Christine. Have a good evening.